Thank you. Thank you and welcome to the Seventh Heaven Podcast. I'm your host, Evan Myers. You can follow me on Twitter at Seventh Heaven. Follow the show on Instagram at Seventh Heaven Pod. You can like, share, subscribe on YouTube, on Rumble, on Odyssey. You can listen on Spotify. You can listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Play. My God, we are everywhere. And you can listen to us, to me, to the sweet sounds of my voice. We got a great show planned for you today. Shout out to our studio audience. Yes. Yes, you and you and you and you and you, especially you. Welcome. If you'd like tickets to sit in on the show, just shoot me an email. Just shoot me an email. We do have a great show. We have a great show. We have a great show planned for you, the listener, from me, the talker, who does no listening. I listen to no one. I only listen to my gut, to my instincts. And my instincts tell me to keep drinking this beer. I don't know if you guys are regular listeners to the show. If you like to listen to the show, if you're a regular listener to the show, we encourage our audience to engage in substance abuse. We do. We say, hey, you listener, this show will be a lot better if you're buzzed. Now, we don't discriminate amongst what substances you choose. Normally, I'm drinking gin. Today, I am drinking a beer, a fine beer. Yes, I'm sort of a beer snob. I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a beer snob. People talk about types of whiskeys, and some people talk about bottles of wine, but I'm very particular about the type of beer that I drink. And I am having a ice cold Miller Lite. Yes. Miller Lite is it's an American beer. It's domestic. And it is basically water. So I enjoy it. I do enjoy it. It's, I think, low carb. It tastes low carb. So that's my logic. Also, it's cheap and plentiful. So, and it's currently in a koozie because I'm a man of class. So I put my beer in a koozie. And in this case, it's an Angels koozie. For those of you who don't know who the Angels are, they are a dog shit team based in Anaheim, California, for the Major League Baseball professional sports franchise. And let me tell you, this beer in this koozie tastes like their record. Dog shit. Thank you. It's fine. Actually, the beer is good. I don't drink beer often, but when I do, it's usually Miller Lite or like a Mexican beer. I like to drink Mexicans. What can I say? Pacifico, Dos Equis. I mean, I don't hate Corona. I'm not one of those guys that people hate Corona, but I don't hate it. It's fine. It's okay, but it's not good. It's not good, but it's okay. But Mexican beer is it's like wine. It's like wine for Mexican food. You pair it, right? If you have a taco or a burrito or a tostada, it's good to have with a beer, specifically a Pacifico, a Dos Equis, and possibly even, definitely Modelo, and possibly even Corona. But I'm not eating Mexican food. I already ate. I'm trying to eat healthy, trying to eat healthier. So Monday through Friday, when I lift 3 days a week, and after I lift, I go to Chipotle, and I don't pair a beer with that because that would be defeating the purpose. And it's also in the afternoon, so I try not to day drink during the week because that's alcoholism. Anywho, I go to Chipotle. I get a burrito bowl, and I've been replacing the rice with the romaine, and I usually do like a double portion of the meat, and I get the green salsa, and I get the black beans, and I get the sour cream, and I get the cheese, and then when I get home, I throw 2 hard-boiled eggs in that bitch, and I eat it. And then I have dinner at some point, and I've been cooking chicken, and I do sort of a vegetable medley, and it's asparagus, spinach, mushrooms, and grape tomatoes. So for those of you who don't know, it's a lot of work. I would much rather be going through a drive-thru. I'll be honest. I'd much rather hit the McDonald's or Whataburger or Sonic, something that requires 0 effort from me, because cooking is exhausting. I find it tiresome. It is. I mean, you got to go shopping. I've been shopping 3 times a week. That's my rate now. I shop 3 times a week because when I don't know if you guys noticed, all the meat is expiring early. It's all like got like a 2 or 3 day shelf life on it. So that's not really good, in my humble opinion. So I've been going more frequently so I can have more fresh ingredients. So that way I don't poison myself. So I do that, and then I found a very low carb noodle, and I introduced that into my meal today, and it was fine. It was fine. It was okay. I love real pasta. And by real I mean not that handmade bullshit. This isn't some Italian Riviera fucking cooking show. This is, I'm going to get the starchiest fucking shit I can and boil some water and put it in that bitch. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to cover it in cheap Parmesan, and I'm going to put 4 sticks of butter on that. And that's what I like. That's what I enjoy. So the supplemental stuff, it doesn't quite scratch that itch. You know what I mean? It's like going from like pure Oxycontin, Oxycodone. It's like going from that to heroin. You know, I'm like, give me the prescription shit. You know, give me the fucking prescription. But alas, I have to change my lifestyle. So I, am trying to eat better. And I've noticed that it's exhausting and it's tiresome. And I'm currently at the moment, I wish I were at a Sonic right now. I honestly do. I really do. But instead, I'm talking to you people and drinking a beer. And that's why I'm drinking Miller Lite, because it's low carb, I think. Anywho, we'll look that up later. We got a great show planned for you today. We're going to get into the news. We're going to get into you're thinking that your phone is spazzing out right now, and it might be, but it's really, I'm having a stroke. We're going to get into the news. The only news that matters, the only mattering of the news that you can even think of. Right? You know what I'm fucking saying. So again, like, this is what I'm saying, man. It's better if you're drinking along with me. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's better. You're like, Evan, I'm driving to work right now. I can't drink. I'm fucking pussy. All right. That's beside the point. Drink, don't drink. Smoke your weed. Do some crystal, little cocaine. Take your Xanax. This all helps the process. It helps the creative process. So, hey, we've got a great show planned for you guys today. And starting here, this one comes to us by the way of Huffington Post. No, I got 2 of them. Do you guys want me to read Huffington Post or CNN? Okay. All right. The votes are being tabulated. And they say CNN is the winner. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Give CNN a round of applause. You go, CNN. You're the winner. All right. So our first story comes to us by the way of CNN. Beyoncé to remove ableist slur from heated after backlash from disability campaigners. By Toyin Owoseje. Owoseje? 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 You know, his last name's not important. Toyin. There's a name. I don't know if Toyin's a guy or a girl, so that does make it this more difficult for me because I won't be able to criticize them based on their gender. But anywho, this is the story. Beyoncé, you know her for banging Jay-Z and occasionally making music. Beyoncé says she will remove an ableist slur from her new album, Renaissance, after facing online backlash and criticism from disability campaigners. The 40-year-old singer received rave reviews when she debuted her dance-inspired 7th studio album on Friday, but she came under fire over the weekend when fans noticed the inclusion of a derogatory term in the song Heated. On the track, co-written by Drake, Beyoncé sings the line, "Spazzing on that ass, spaz on that ass." You can really hear the Drake influences on that. Although the word spaz is often used colloquially to describe freaking out or going crazy, it is derived from the word spastic, which is considered demeaning to people with spastic cerebral palsy. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, the disorder affects a person's ability to control their muscles, especially in their arms and legs. Quote, so Beyoncé used the word spaz. Hold on, it's censored. I love it when they put the little stars in there. Like, and so it's SP star. That's what this person sends. They censored the word spaz. All right. So Beyoncé used the word SP star in her new song Heated. Feels like a slap in the face to me. The disabled community and the progress we tried to make with Lizzo. Disability advocate Hannah Diviny wrote on Twitter. Aha! Twitter. I'm shocked. Guess I'll just keep telling the whole industry to do better until ableist slurs disappear from music. Another commentator tweeted, screw you at Beyoncé. You should be a role model, not making money from the lazy use of derogatory language. Shame on you. By the way, screw you is a derogatory term. Just like to throw that out there from, quote unquote, another commentator. I love this trend. This is my favorite. Now that I'm doing this show, I'm reading the news for you people, for my audience. I love discovering that all of journalism now is just, here's what somebody said on Twitter. Anywho. Representatives for Beyoncé confirmed on Monday night that the lyric would be removed, telling CNN in a statement that the word, not used intentionally in a harmful way, will be replaced. Fans had waited with bated breath for Renaissance after the singer dropped the first single, Break My Soul, in June. It was her first full-length album since 2016's Lemonade. Oh my God, it's been 6 years. Sorry, I can't do math. 6 years. All right. Opening up about her creative process on Instagram, Beyoncé told fans, quote, creating this album allowed me a place to dream and to find escape during a scary time for the world. We're all in this together, people. We're all in this together. She said her, quote, intention was to create a safe place, a place without judgment, a place to be free of perfectionism and overthinking, a place to scream, release, feel freedom. It was a beautiful journey of exploration. The singer's decision to edit Heated comes weeks after fellow entertainer Lizzo announced a new version of her song, Girls, following complaints about use of the same term for the disabled community. Okay, so this is a two-part story, because now there's a follow-up, and this one comes to us by the way of CBS News. Monica Lewinsky wants Beyoncé lyric about her changed in Partition. Shortly after the release of Beyoncé's highly anticipated 7th studio album, Renaissance, the singer agreed to change one of the lyrics in the song Heated after fans called out the word spaz for being ableist and offensive to those in the disabled community with cerebral palsy. Now, activist and TV personality Monica Lewinsky is requesting the Grammy-winning superstar to adjust another lyric from a 2013 song. In a tweet Monday, which she cited the Heated lyric change, Lewinsky wrote, while we're at it, Partition. Lewinsky had an affair in the 1990s with then-President Bill Clinton. That's one way to describe it. While she was a White House intern, the sex scandal captivated the media, exploded in the cultural zeitgeist, and eventually led to Clinton being impeached in the House. In Beyoncé's 2013 song Partition from her self-titled 5th studio album, she sings, "He bucked all my buttons, he ripped my blouse, he Monica Lewinsky'd all on my gown." Let that settle. I'm gonna let that settle in. Lewinsky has referenced the Beyoncé lyric before in both her Twitter bio, referring to herself as a rap song muse, and in 2014 interview with Vanity Fair, in which she wrote about the affair for the first time in a decade, saying, "Thanks, Beyoncé, but if we're verbing, I think you meant Bill Clinton'd all over my gown, not Monica Lewinsky." That's actually fair. That's fair. That's fair, Monica. I agree with Monica. When one Twitter user asked Lewinsky why she maintains the reference to a rap song muse in her bio, Lewinsky responded, "Because learning to laugh about things which hurt or humiliated me is how I survived." Lewinsky has said that she has not officially reached out to Beyoncé, and the singer's representatives have not made any statements so far about the lyrics. People, this is the world we live in. This is the world we live in. You say you're spazzing on that ass, and somebody says, "Hey, man, that's offensive to the cerebral palsy community." I don't have cerebral palsy, but I'm offended on behalf of the cerebs, the palsies. It's an odd thing. It's odd to be offended for other people on their behalf. I had a coworker who had cerebral palsy. She was all right. She was kind of a dick, but I would be a dick too. I'll be honest. I would be a dick if I had cerebral palsy. I don't have any disabilities and I'm a dick. So if you fucked me up, if you gave me a condition, I'd be way worse. I'd be way worse. But that being said, I don't know why people feel the need to be offended on behalf of other people. Like this gal that's quoted, this disability advocate Hannah Divany, saying, this is the quote that stands out to me. This disability advocate said, "So Beyoncé used the word spazzin in her new song Heated. Feels like a slap in the face to me. The disabled community and the progress we tried to make with Lizzo." Listen, bitch, it's not about you. Beyonce and Drake were not thinking about you when they wrote that lyric. I guarantee it. And if they did, then it's hilarious. Then it's funny. And I think there should be more talk of spaz at Hannah Divany. There should be more spazzin', more spastastic words. This is the narcissism of the progressive left, is that that if you post your opinion, then it's like, oh, he's subtweeting me. Oh, what a dick. No, this is Beyonce and her team of ghostwriters and Drake and his team of ghostwriters combined to create this piece of art. They did. And when they were writing about spazzing on asses, they were not thinking of you. They were thinking about, well, this is the thing. All the articles I've read about this, they make it like about freaking out or going crazy. I think it's about ejaculate. Let's be very clear. Speaking of Monica, I think it's about ejaculate. So this is the thing. It feels like a slap in the face to me. You're not the center of the disabled world, bitch. You're not Queen Bee. You're not in charge. Not everything's about you, but that's the tell. Is that if you're actually offended by something that someone says or does or whatever, it's like if you go, if you make an AIDS joke and then somebody goes, I have AIDS, fuck you. Why are you talking about me? It's like, no, we're talking about AIDS, which you happen to have. Why is it personal for this person? This is the problem with people, is it's about their brand. I am the quote unquote disability advocate. You're not doing a good job, bitch. What you need is more ramps and more handicap parking spaces. Probably some better education stuff. Probably a lot of work to do. Rap lyrics are not your maybe that is what you do, but that seems like that would be like if you have cerebral palsy, I feel like it would be you should be working on a cure. I think it should be a cure thing. Like, how do we cure this? You know? Or if you have let's say you're I don't know what the term is anymore. It used to be crippled. Why don't we get you a new pair of legs so you can walk upright amongst us, the normal people, the walkers? What that seems like something you would advocate for, but no, we're like concerned about the word spazzing. This is textbook narcissism. That's all this is. This is why we should not engage in it. This is why we should not listen to these people. This is why we should dismiss anything they say. Because it's not this notion that this is a slap in the face to her. I mean, that's just so like that's the ultimate. It's like God complex, where you're you're sitting there and you're like, oh, it's raining on my birthday. Why, universe? Why? I don't know, bitch. You were born on a day and it rained. It doesn't mean anything. It's raining for everybody. Drake and Beyonce were not thinking about you when they teamed up with their team of ghostwriters to come up with these lyrics. They were not thinking about you. This was not, that's the thing, if rap music had any balls left, they would just fucking bury you. But they don't. They're all bitches and hoes and whatnot. Bitches and hoes and whatnot. By the way, while we're on the subject of bitches and hoes, I like to introduce a new drop. It comes to us by the way of Lord Jamar of Brand Nubian. And I got this from an interview he did with Vlad TV.
Slut should be shamed, B.
Sorry, what was that, Lord?
Slut should be shamed, B.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What was that?
Slut should be shamed, B.
Thank you, Lord. Anywho, everybody has to deal with life in their own way. This Hannah Divany character, her way is going on Twitter and attacking artists and organizing activists to attack them because they said a word that personally offends her. That's what she's chosen to do with her life. Some people say, I want to be a doctor. Some people say, I want to be a fireman. Some people become investors and bankers and comedians. and podcasters. Some people follow the things that they want to follow, and then other people are online bitching and moaning when they should. I can't say what they should do because that would be bad. But the point is they should just quit. Just quit. Just quit. Just quit at it. Just quit at it. I don't understand why people insist on being annoying. It doesn't cost anything to not be annoying. And again, I'm not a Beyoncé fan. I know, shocking, right? I don't listen to Beyoncé. She's pretty well for one, I'm not her target demographic, and that's fine. And I'm not shitting on people who like Beyoncé. You can listen to dumb people music. That's fine. I won't judge you. I will judge you, but I'm not going to openly judge you. I will do it in my white Anglo-Saxon Protestant way, which is just to say it behind your back in the comfort of my living room. But that's beside the point. People are allowed to like what they like. It's okay. But if what you're doing is just, I like to tear things down, you just quit. Just quit. Just quit. Just give up and quit. Anywho, I'm done with this bitch. And I'm done with all these bitches. Monica Lewinsky, she's right. She's right. The thought that he bucked all my buttons, he ripped my blouse, he Monica Lewinsky all in my gown. That she's right. It should be Bill Clinton. Why? It doesn't make sense. Unless the story is that Monica, is a squirter and squirted on Bill Clinton. But that's not the story. The story is the blue dress with Bill Clinton's DNA all over it. So shame on Beyonce. See, that should be changed, if only to be accurate. If we're changing lyrics, I support Monica Lewinsky's effort here because that makes sense. That's an accuracy issue. Bill Clinton was the one who ejaculated on the female's clothes. It was not the other way around. So, yes. But again, let's be honest. Beyonce's not writing her own lyrics. Her job is to be hot enough for Jay-Z. So that's it. And I'm done with this story. Done. On to our next one. We have a great one here. And this one comes to us by the way of the New York Post. Shocking, I know, shocking. And the New York Post, for those of you guys don't know, and it seems like we read a story from them every week. Last week it was about the sex doll, and this week it's not weird, so that makes me feel better. Not perverted, if you will. Yeah, it's a little perverted, but it's not like deviant, So anywho, I feel like I need to make a jingle. I need to make like a tune for this, because I feel like I'm reading the New York Post every week. And as a result, I think I need to come up with like a theme song for when we're reading from the New York Post, when we're posting up. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I got to think about that. But anywho, this one comes to us, by the way, the New York Post. Bar blasted for sexist job ad seeking service with double D breast. Oh! By Andrew Court. A New Zealand bar has been blasted for posting a sexist job ad seeking wait staff with double D breast and a, quote, great smile. Come on, ladies, just smile a little bit. The advertisement was printed out and placed in the window of Stumper's Bar and Cafe in Hokitaka. before it was spotted by a passerby who posted a photo of the flyer to Twitter. Oh my God, another story from Twitter. Who would have thought? Wanted part-time bar staff apply within. The job posting read, must have double D breasts, a great smile, and a good attitude, but men can also apply. The ad appears to be written as a joke, but many social media pundits were not amused. Oh, they're mad on Twitter, including the man who posted it online. I honestly cannot believe someone would be brave enough to put out an advert like that. Really sets the scene for what the culture would be like, I imagine. Yes, breasts and smiling women. Oh, the humanity! Why, who would want to go to a place like that? It sounds horrible. Other Twitter users were in agreement, with one bluntly stating, I'd rather gouge my eyes out with a rusty spoon that worked anywhere that has an ad like that. Whoa, all right. It has a link, so let me see. Let's see what this person says. Her name is Assiduously Julie. And just one look at her tells me probably not the type that would get hired there. Anywho, another critic chimed in, not only illegal, but a clear indication you will be harassed daily. However, not everyone was outraged by the ad. What? With one claiming it simply appeared to be a misguided attempt at boomer humor. I love it when people who aren't funny being like, it was a bad joke. You're not in any position to determine what is a good or bad joke. You're not a funny person. If you say a joke was misguided, you're explaining a joke like it's a fucking term paper, you are not in that position to make that judgment. Quote, it was clearly a joke to get attention. People need to chill, a second supporter declared. Yeah, that's true. According to New Zealand publication Stuff, the ad could be in breach of the Human Rights Commission's Human Rights Act of 1993, which states employers can't prefer a specific gender to fill a position unless the employer can prove that gender is a genuine occupational qualification. They mean strip clubs, by the way. That's what the Human Rights Commission has carved out, is for strip clubs. That's when you're allowed to request women with double Ds. Let's be very clear about what that means. That means, let me read again. Employers can't prefer a specific gender to fill a position unless the employer can prove that gender is a genuine occupational qualification. They mean strip clubs. That's what these Human Rights Council mean. They don't mean your teacher. They mean that in sex work, that's when you're allowed to be specific in your gender. Okay, fair enough. All right. The controversial job ad even garnered the attention of a local politician who told Stuff that it did not reflect the values of the area. We hate boobs. Wait, no, that's not what he said. He said, I am certainly prepared to say that sort of advertising is disappointing and inappropriate. Disappointing and inappropriate. Deputy Mayor David Carruthers stated, I am very surprised. It is not a good look, and hopefully they have got rid of it. When contacted by Stuff, a bar employee refused to reveal whether the job ad was still displayed in the window. They then hung up the phone. Ha! Good for you, bar. Good for you. By the way, as I'm reading this article, there's a picture of cleavage. There's the woman's head is cut off, and it's just her. It's her boobs, and she's holding two mixers. So we're sending a bit of a mixed message here. Wouldn't you say? How about this? Everyone, lighten the fuck up. We don't have to live like this. Why do we insist on living like this? That sign hurt nobody. The sign hurt nobody. If you saw, this is the thing. If you saw that sign and you were offended, then there's your chance to go, you know what, I don't want to work there. I may not even go shopping there. I may not go there. I may not partake in it. To post it online and let's stop that. Let's stop it. Let's just stop it. Okay? Do we have to do this? And by the way, your deputy mayor he can quit too. He can just quit. He can quit. Like, I'm certainly prepared to say that sort of advertising is disappointing and inappropriate. I am very surprised. It is not a good look. It is not a good look. I love it. It's not a good look. That's all they care about. Have you ever noticed these people who are like, you want to be on the right side of history. It's not a good look. And it's like, oh, you don't care about the substance. You care about how people perceive you. Well, you are a loser. And hopefully they got rid of it. Why, people? Why? It's a bar. It's a bar. They serve alcohol. People get drunk and they drive home from the establishment. Why is that offensive to people? Why does and again, there's two photos of this and shout out to New York Post, but there's two photos on this article of cleavage, like just straight up cleavage. Boobs and beer. Or in this case, looks like a rosé. But again, what are we doing? Are we offended? It doesn't look like we're offended. You know, it doesn't feel like we're actually offended. It feels like it's like, haha, I got you. You broke the rule of the internet. The internet will be very angry at you. We're very mad. We are very mad at you. We are very mad. And you will comply. This is what people do. This is what happens when you weaponize idiots. We need to get these people in front of Judge Judy. And I don't mean on the show, I mean watching it. We need to give them a fentanyl prescription, and we need to put them on a couch somewhere and just let them nod off. They don't need to participate. We don't need these people. I thought the pandemic would have scared them all away and kept them all in their homes, but no. Instead, they are out and amongst us and they're assholes. So thank you, Twitter, once again. Anywho, finally to our final story. This one comes to us by the way of Yahoo. Well, it's Yahoo, but it's Rolling Stone. All right, I know you guys know who Rolling Stone is. Rolling Stone is a magazine that stole their name from a band. And, yeah. They're most known for publishing that porno about the Boston bomber. Anywho, Shakira prosecutors call for 8-year prison sentence over alleged tax fraud in Spain. This one comes to us by the name of Thomas Meyer. Spanish prosecutors want Shakira behind bars. On Friday, the prosecutors in her ongoing criminal tax fraud case told the court that the Colombian superstar should face an 8-year and 2-month prison sentence if she's convicted of tax fraud. Along with the lengthy prison stay, prosecutors also urged for a heft 20 million euro fine. Shakira is being charged with failing to pay the government 14.5 million euros in taxes between the years 2012 and 2014. After being offered a plea deal earlier this year, Shakira instead opted to move forward with a trial. The balls on that bitch. A date has not yet been set. A statement sent to BBC by Shakira's publicist said the singer is fully confident of her innocence and called the case a violation of her rights. The tax fraud charges, which date back to 2018, stem from the allegation that Shakira spent more than half the year of each year in Spain between 2012 and 2014. According to Spain's tax law, anyone residing in the country for over 6 months is considered a resident and therefore must pay taxes. Shakira, however, claims she did not live most of the year in Spain during that time, though she did purchase a house in Barcelona in May 2012, according to documents viewed by Reuters. Since the tax fraud allegations were made in 2018, Shakira said that she paid the 17.2 million euros she owed to the Spanish government, per Reuters. Gerard Piqué, Shakira's ex-husband, faced a 2 million euro fine in 2019 for evading taxes between 2008 and 2010. Well, it runs in the family. Here's the thing, people. Taxation is theft. We need the money for public goods and services. Who will build the roads? Listen, bitch, if I make some money and you come to me with a barrel of a gun pointed in my face and say, pay or you go to jail for 8 years, what else would we call that but theft? It is theft. It is theft. And people, all the little lefties, all the little fucking commies who think they're so smart, oh, well, we need roads. First off, bitch, people can build roads without a government. That is a fact. Second off, bitch, suck my dick. Third, bitch, Shakira did nothing wrong. I don't care. I don't care. She works her ass off. She shakes her fucking ass off. She's hot and she's a job creator. God knows how many jobs she's created with her tours around the world. And Spain's like, oh, we want a piece of that action. Well, me too, bitch. But guess what? Fuck off. Fuck you, Spain. No one likes you. You guys haven't been relevant since fucking Isabella and that other fuck. No one cares. No one cares about Spain. The only people who care about Spain are fucking privileged white people who get to do a semester over there and go, oh, I just loved it. Do you know that they call soccer football? No one cares. You're a dumbass country. You're on the lower end of the euro. They don't even like you. That's why they call you the pigs. Portugal, Ireland, Greece, Spain. Why does anyone ever pay taxes? Well, I pay my tax. Let me tell you, I'm a lawful taxpayer. So, but if we were all, let's just say hypothetically, if we were all to stop paying our taxes, then they couldn't really do anything about it. But that's beside the point. Shakira, you did nothing wrong. Your hips do not lie. You're a beautiful woman. You're a great citizen of the nation of Colombia. And her voice is a little weird. It is a little weird. It's not what you would think for a lady, but she's hot and she's got some catchy tunes. Fuck Spain. Fuck the Spanish government. No one this is how you know they can't pay for shit. This is the thing about these shitty socialist countries is they can't afford any of the shit that they make in the law. So they go after the few people who are semi-productive in their country and they go, give us more of your money. I don't know why I sound like Borat, but what are you going to do? They're just like, give us your money, give us your money. And she's just like, I'm just here for a couple weeks, man. And then she's like, I don't want to pay no taxes to you, And they're like, your hips don't lie. And then they fucking fuck off and they die. Fuck you. Fuck Spain. The Spaniards. Again, your greatest contribution was an Italian. His name was Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus. He was Italian. You guys have achieved nothing. You guys have done nothing. You guys got whacked by North Africa. Who in Europe ever got beat by the North Africans? No one but you. Maybe Rome, but what are you? I'm not a fucking historian. Taxation is theft, people. We don't need 90% of government spending is completely useless. It doesn't fix the problems. Everybody, that's the thing. I guarantee you her $14.5 million she didn't spend or pay to them was spent on better things that did more for the world. I guarantee it. Spain would just burn through it. This is the thing. Everybody goes, oh, we need higher taxes on the rich. We could tax the rich of all their wealth and we could not pay for any of our shit. We would not pay for shit. We send $80 billion to Ukraine. Okay, well, we could steal all of Elon Musk's money and we could pay for like 2 Ukraines. And that's just this thing. It's ongoing. Our government is like 20 trillion in debt or some bullshit. The money is a facade. People will go, "Oh my God, Bitcoin! That's a That's a Ponzi scheme. Well, what do you wait until you hear about the Federal Reserve? People. Shakira did nothing wrong. She should be freed. As you guys know, this podcast, we fought for Brittany Griner. Now, we didn't say, let's be clear, we did not say that we should be trading Russian arm dealers for it. We said that they should SEAL Team 6 her ass. They should nab her, take her out, and tell Putin to suck a cock. I'm saying we stand with people who are being oppressed by the government. And we stand with Brittany Griner. We stand with Shakira. Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be one. Go be one. Reading the signs of my body. Listen. I know there's people who have this idea that, oh, if you break the law, you better be willing to do the time because it's the law. And a lot of those people are also being like, oh, these guys went and hung out in the Capitol. I don't know what the big deal is. Oh, all right. Okay. Laws are bullshit. We act like laws are the reason why we don't do, like, that's the only thing that keeps us in order is law. And it's like, no. In fact, that's the thing that often keeps us from order. And the Spaniards, this is what they do. They produce nothing. Spain produces nothing. They do nothing. All they do is drink fucking Merlot and they take a nap in the middle of the day. I do that. That's what I do. This whole country does this. These people are not, they just want to put their grubby little fucking paws in her wallet because they have nothing to pay for. They have no prosperous people living there. It's a shithole country. It's a flyover country. Oh, man, I spent a summer in Barcelona. You know they say Barcelona instead of Barcelona? Isn't that crazy? No one cares. Fuck Spain. And we stand with Shakira. Thank you so much for listening to the 7 podcast. Share with a friend. Have yourself a gay old time.